You think 10 years on the force makes you bulletproof. Not because of the vest, but because you start believing you've seen everything there is to see. Turns out, I was dead wrong. That morning felt off from the start. I spilled my coffee before even getting to the car. My cruiser wouldn't start for 5 minutes, and my partner Jeffrey joked, "Guess it's gonna be one of those days, huh?" He was right, but not even close to how right. By noon, we were patrolling downtown LA, the kind of area that's always too loud, too crowded, too unpredictable. Then the radio blared. All units, armed robbery in progress. 5th and Broadway. Suspects possibly armed with semi-automatics. Jeffrey and I looked at each other. No words needed. He hit the siren, and we sped off. The jewelry store sat on a corner, glass windows glittering like diamonds under the sun. Except this time, it wasn't diamonds shining. It was chaos. People running, screaming, ducking for cover. Inside, through the shattered front window, I could see 2 guys in masks. One, shouting at the clerk, the other sweeping jewelry into a duffel bag. Backup was still 10 minutes out. That's an eternity when you're standing 30 feet from an armed gunman. "Let's go," Jeffrey said, tightening his vest. "Jeff, we should wait." But he was already moving. That was Jeff. Brave. Sometimes too brave. He slipped along the wall, staying low. I covered him from behind the cruiser. Then, crack! A single gunshot. Jeffrey collapsed. For a split second, the world froze. Then everything blurred. I dragged him behind the car, his blood soaking through his uniform. "Stay with me, Jeff." He gritted his teeth. "I'm fine. Just the arm. Don't do anything stupid, Amelia." Wait for backup. But I could see it in his eyes. He didn't believe that himself. And honestly, neither did I. I radioed in, but dispatch said backup was still en route. My hands were shaking, my heart hammering, but my brain was locked on one thought. They shot my partner. So I reached into my belt and grabbed the smoke grenade I'd been carrying since tactical school. Jeff once teased me about it. "What? You think you're in the movies?" "Yeah. Well, maybe I was today." I pulled the pin and threw it through the broken window. Within seconds, the store filled with a thick white haze. I couldn't see more than a few feet ahead. Then, from the smoke, came coughing, and a figure stumbled out, waving his gun blindly. I moved fast, swung the butt of my pistol, and cracked him across the temple. He went down hard. One down. One more to go. Through the ringing in my ears, I could hear faint footsteps. Someone moving inside, fast, panicked, then glass shattering deeper inside the store. He was trying to escape through the back. I took a deep breath, said a silent prayer, and stepped inside. The smoke clawed at my lungs. The air smelled like gunpowder, perfume, and burnt electronics. My boots crunched on broken glass and spilled jewelry. Somewhere, an alarm was still wailing like a banshee. I rounded the corner and froze. The second robber was standing near the rear exit, gun trembling in his hands. He looked young, maybe 20. Terrified. "Drop it!" I shouted. He didn't move. His eyes flicked from me to the empty gun in his hand, then to the duffel bag on the floor. And then he started crying. He actually started crying. "Please," he said, voice cracking. "It wasn't supposed to go this way. I didn't mean to shoot him. I swear. I kept my gun raised. Down! Now!" He slowly set the gun down, hands shaking, tears streaking through the soot on his face. And then, out of nowhere, a shadow moved behind him. The first guy, the first thought I'd knocked out, he'd come to. Before he could grab the kid's dropped gun, I lunged forward and kicked it away, slammed him into the wall, and cuffed both of them in one motion. By the time backup stormed in, I was standing there, covered in sweat and smoke, 2 suspects down, one terrified, one unconscious. They pulled Jeffrey out on a stretcher. He was pale but smiling weakly. "Didn't I tell you not to do anything stupid?" he mumbled. "Yeah," I said, wiping soot from my cheek. "You did." And you're welcome." He laughed, coughed, and passed out. Later at the hospital, the chief came in. He said I broke procedure. That I should have waited. That I could have gotten killed. And maybe he's right. But as I sat there holding Jeff's hospital bracelet in my hand, I knew I'd do it all over again. Because being a cop isn't about following every rule. It's about making sure your people go home at the end of the day. And that day, I did exactly that.